from 6 to 11
What?
at Crystal.
Download the Local 3 News and Weather apps now.
The month of March means many things around here. It means your spring bulbs are coming up, the leaves are coming out on the trees. St. Patrick's Day is in the month of March, and it also happens to be UT Extension Month. So we're very happy this morning to welcome Nancy Rucker and Janice Hartman on the show about all things 4-H and the UT Extension. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
So I know somebody who was a part of 4-H in Georgia. She was a high school student, and I think she's now a student at the University of Georgia, still continuing it. Once it's in your blood, Nancy, it's in your blood.
For life.
For life.
For the 4-H program, yes, for life. An extension.
So, okay, help me differentiate then, because the extension is multiple things, not just 4-H, right?
Correct. We're with the University of Tennessee and Tennessee State University Extension Program, and our programming areas include agriculture and family consumer sciences and 4-H youth development.
Okay, so Janice, within all of those things, your role is what?
I'm within the family consumer science area, and there's a lot that we do within that area. I am a nutrition educator, and I reach out to people who have, limited resources to teach them how to shop, cook, and eat within their budget, and to get a little physical activity in, because everybody wants to save money and everybody wants to be as healthy as they can.
Right.
So that's where I fit.
All right, let's talk about that then, because you brought some props with you this morning. So here's our good old friend, right? This is what, a pound?
Yes.
Of fat?
Mm-hmm.
So that does not mean that if you're looking to lose 5 pounds, for example, you have 5 of these,
Yes.
does it, or does it?
That's the fat that would be like under skin and
Okay.
such as far as your body, but that's what it would look like.
Okay.
And then if you're losing weight, some of that's going to be water weight. And then Janice works with looking at nutrition, eating smart.
So I'm going to hold up
adding
this prop then.
exercise.
So travel back in time with me to elementary school, right? When we all used to see plates like this to teach us how to eat properly.
And before this, we had the food pyramid, which
food
I always
pyramid.
thought was a little confusing. So this is the model that we use to encourage people to eat, to model their meals. We recommend that half of our plates be fruits and vegetables, that another half be grains and protein, with a little more grain and a little less protein. We tend to be meat eaters in this country, and so we need to sometimes think about the portions that we eat as well as what we eat. And then we want to get the dairy in as well.
Okay, I want to hyper focus on that for just a second, because that's very true what you said. And even in our family, we will often say things like, well, let's just eat more protein and fewer carbs. Sometimes the kind of fads that you go on can make your health worse, not better. Is that right?
That's true. I mean, you don't have to have a lot of fancy formulas. You have to just know what healthy choices are. What foods are going to be better choices, what foods, nothing's off limits, but you want to know what you want to, maybe do less of. If you're doing your grains, and I'm a big pasta fan, I've tried to go more with whole grains on the pasta. And maybe smaller portions of some foods, do baked instead of fried.
Right.
So
when it comes to the finances, because you mentioned you like to help people who are trying to stretch that dollar, we all are these days. If you're eating properly, the food, you don't get as hungry, so then you're not using as much food in the end.
that's true. Because if you're using this model, protein and whole grains and your fruits and vegetables tend to help you stay feeling fuller longer. The other thing is, if you're preparing your meals at home, you're also preparing a healthier version, and you're going to spend less money on that takeout versus fixing that meal yourself.
Okay, they're award winning around here, so they brought their little bragging right. This was for what?
This is one of the ribbons that we give out if the kids win at the county level. We just recently had some youth participate in our region or state horse bowl contest, so they did well there. But we've got lots of kids, lots of opportunities. 4-H is for 4th through 12th graders, and we do all kinds of programming. So you don't have to live on a farm. It can be photography, computer science, robotics,
Public speaking.
We've got camps coming up right now, so there are opportunities that we have available that people can find out on our website.
And to the camp part of it, that's a really great way to kind of enter into that world. And what's nice is our kids tend to grow up now with the same people are doing the same activities, it gives them a whole new group of faces.
It does. They can come from all over the county. So some are in public schools, private schools, homeschool programs, and so we have a wide variety of kids. And then they get to go to camp with 4 or 5 other counties from throughout East Tennessee. So that gives them another opportunity, and they've built friendships from all over the state.
So, I mean, we'll keep going around robin on the table. I'm guessing the piggy bank is part of the money savings.
We do have our Tennessee Saves program, and then right now with the youth, we have a Tennessee Saves Piggy Bank pageant. So the kids,
Oh, yeah.
4th through 12th grade, can submit their photo of the bank that they built. It could be anything. So we get a whole wide variety of different things there.
What is this?
This is a soil box.
Oh, a soil kit.
And so you can get those, pick those up at the extension office, or we have the directions posted as well. And so this is a great time to be testing your soil, getting ready
Yes.
for gardening and all that. So it only takes about a week to mail in your soil test, and then you can get the information back online, emailed back to you, and then you can call the office if you have questions.
Okay, I need one of those. So
Okay.
let's say I was going to do it.
Yes.
So there's a part of my yard where I'm wanting to do some lavender and things that needs
Yes.
more dry soil. Maybe something else is going to need more moist soil.
Right.
So do I take samples from each part of the yard?
The directions will tell you that you need to, how far down to dig underneath and how many areas to take the soil from, depending on how large the area is.
Okay.
And then you just mix that together. You can put it in a baggie or in the soil box, and it's sent to Nashville. That's where our lab is.
Okay.
And so, and then you get the results in about a week.
Would I come to the office to get that?
You can, we can mail it to you. You can come to the office. You can
Okay.
get the instructions online, and you can put it in a baggie, double bag it, and then follow the instructions as well.
And there's generally a charge for that, right?
It's about $7 to $9.
Oh.
If you want certain things, like it gets a little more expensive, but only a few dollars.
You are going to just be killing everything you own
Yes.
and buy if you don't know what your soil is
Exactly.
looking like. And around here we have so much
Yep.
clay.
Yes.
It's a
And a lot
lost
of times
cause.
the soil needs to be treated depending on what you're growing. And there's
Yeah.
about 50 things on the back of the sheet depending on what you're growing. You just check what you want, and then the lab knows what they need to test for.
All right, you're an angel sent to me today.
There you
How
go.
about the little bee?
We are with all the things in gardening and horticulture. We've got Master Gardeners going on right now. We're starting the beginner newcomer class with the Master Gardener group is teaching that. And so we all kinds of things horticulture. We also have a pea clinic, which is a plants and pesticide, or plants and insects. So if you need those identified, you can send us a picture or bring those in, and we can send them to the lab and get a result back pretty quick.
Okay, so during Extension Month, I mean, you focus on it and highlight it this
Right.
month, but these are things that are going on all year
Yes,
round.
we're available all year round.
So Janice, back to you with the nutrition side of things. I know you were talking, and rightly so, about kids, but elderly, as you get older, it can be harder and harder to get the right nutrition. It's hard to cook for one. Is that something that they can take advantage of with you too? Can they get some help?
Absolutely, and that's one of the things that I kind of have a lot of audiences. Excuse me. I go to some of the residential sites that are for seniors, and I go to the senior centers, and they absolutely, just as you said, they don't want to cook for one. And so the tendency is to buy those frozen dinners or that
Right.
canned soup. And so I help them, I share recipes with them. We do cooking demonstrations to show them, make a casserole, divide it into portions, put that in the freezer.
Yes.
Then you have something that you can heat up that you know how much salt, fat, sugar, whatever.
That's right.
And you're going to save money.
And when company comes to visit, you can just take it out of the freezer and you're
There it
already
is.
prepared.
That's right.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
You can get in touch with them at the UT Extension. They're on Adamson Circle right there off of Bonnie Oaks Drive, 209-8560. You really can call. Somebody will answer. Online, it's hamilton.tennessee.edu. And if someone like I wants to get that soil kit, that's where they go.
Yes.
I'll race you to it. Thank you.
There are numerous guaranteed offers being marketed in our community today, but I'm the only guy that comes to your house himself and gives you an as-is cash offer that's not subject to a lot of strings and inspections. So if you're thinking